Hello, I'm Yan. My work practice is informed by climate change, ecological collapse, relates to post-humanism and anti-anthropocentrism. The Extinction Rebellion symbol, which is a simplified hourglass, symbolizing the running out of time to save millions of species and the collapse of civilization due to climate change, inspired this etching of an hourglass where the sand has been replaced with the skeletons of recently extinct species. I used etching due to its antique aesthetic, the crisp line, and the repeatability of the process. This etching is part of a series of process-based destructive works. This is the koala etching being burnt in response to the forest fires in Australia. The repeatability of etching allows for the destruction of multiple of these to get the right image. This work relates to AutoDestructive art, which was created by Metzger. His installation, Flailing Trees, symbolizes the world turned upside down because of climate change and how little is being done to reduce it. Climate change was also the theme for my auto-destructive etching series, with the turtle being buried in sea plastic relating to plastic pollution and a polar bear frozen in ice and melted in the sea relating to the ice caps melting. Ice Watch by Eliasson has similar materials and intentions, as he took glacial ice and displayed it in different European cities so that people who don't experience the glaciers melting could. This connects people who would otherwise be disconnected from the idea of the ice caps melting. Dion, The Life of a Dead Tree, is another informative work where he brought scientists into the gallery to explain to the public the threat posed by the emerald ash borer to the North American ash trees, which is threatening this species of tree. I have been looking at the carbonization process and how it can be used to significantly reduce the decomposition of organic matter into carbon dioxide by creating a carbon sink, creating an imbalance in the carbon cycle to counteract the CO2 we emit by burning fossil fuels. This print explains the idea through the carbon cycle without the extra arrow from decomposition, demonstrating how a carbon deposit can keep the carbon captured in the earth. This clip from my video relating to carbonization is intended as a method to bring the process into public awareness in our battle against climate change. The creativity of the film will bring the process to a less scientific crowd of people. The substitute shows a northern white rhino being digitally created from pixelation into a lifelike form, which then suddenly disappears again. This disappearance is a stark reminder of what we have done. I tried to convey the same message in my medal project, with a rhino on one side and its fossilized remains on the other. The medal form complements this idea. The edge has goodbye written in Swahili, English and Mandarin, alongside images like ones engraved on ivory. Bondi's practice relates to object-orientated ontology, which is a term that looks at how objects change, are part of the continuum of space-time, and how everything relates to everything else as part of the universal object. U links to my miniatures work through the process, corrosion, and found objects. These sculptures are exploratory, with this elephant having had numerous faults, including a missing leg that I fixed. Being made up of different parts gives them a disconjointed appearance, like Kinder Egg animals. However, they are made from plastic and will last for millions of years longer than mine. I use recycled materials. I search in fly tips and other places to find my materials to reduce the environmental impact of my work. I display my miniatures in a junkyard landscape relating to posthumanism. Displaying them in this manner is more imaginative than a white cube, and gives them a world of their own, adding a narrative and strengthens the concept. Hybrids film encapsulates the same idea in a different form. The film is like a dystopian version of Blue Planet, acting as a message about man-made pollution. This also has a narrative, one of life and death of many of the characters. I believe I have been making these miniatures for the wrong reasons. People like them, but they don't have the strength in the conceptual aspects that I desire in my work. So I want to look more into activism in art, like Extinction Rebellion or Ocean Rebellion. This work by Ocean Rebellion is designed to initiate a conversation and convince the ship to reduce their carbon footprint. Ocean Rebellion also made some powerful images depicting humans vomiting up pollution. These issues are of global importance. If we don't change, there will be no future for us. My thematic concerns of climate change and the use of materials through OO is how my work is situated in fine arts today. Thank you.